Hello everybody, West here.
And I'm East.
And another episode of our Pokémon Yellow playthrough. So we've just finished Lieutenant Surge and the SS Anne, and now we're going on the road to Celadon for our next gym battle.
We have to go all the way back up through here to go like Cerulean. Oh, let's see how Pikachu is.
Oh, he's very happy.
Very, very happy, isn't he?
Yay!
And Pikachu is literally the ultimate dog. Look at the tail wag.
Just teasing you.
What we forgot to do was buy some more like potions. But I think we should be fine.
We could get some.
So, here's all our Pokemon, all like pre-leveled up. Who shall we have our forefront?
For now, I'm thinking just keep Pikachu for a moment.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go.
I mean, they'll start using grass Pokemon soon when you get closer to the gym. Then we can use use our Blaze, yeah.
Oh, you're right.
They're starting already. Mega Punch.
Oh, nice crit.
Not going to get much from us, Oddish. Bye-bye, Oddish. You were exterminated.
Sprout. Do you know what? Yeah, let's get Blaze up again there, because obviously we're going up against a grass leader.
Yeah, Blaze is going to dominate. Can't wait till he learns a better flame move, though.
I think there's only 3 more he could learn.
Well, Flamethrower is the one we really want, but we're not going to get that anytime soon, so...
We got Flamethrower, Fire Spin is the next one we should learn. I'm not too fond of Fire Spin myself, because obviously it's low damage and... well, it takes a while. It takes too many moves. 3 moves to use?
Traps him, yeah, for so many moves. Well, shall we put Blaze at the top now before we initiate the next battle?
I think we'll take a risk and go Ears.
Ears?
Because he looks like he's a hiker. Well, he would be bored standing in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, he is an hiker. I think he's got that Abraham Lincoln beard. Karate chop.
Get him with my horn.
Yeah. Now we can use our double kick move. Pow pow. Only's got very good defense as usual.
And he didn't fail to lower our defense.
Nice experience from Onyx though. Oh, 462. Lovely. See you later, hiker. Take a hike.
Oh, he is hiking, that's why he's here.
Take a hike. Well, so far so good. We're not constantly running into walls at the moment, so it's behave itself today.
Don't jinx us yet.
Do 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 do. Sandshrew. Yo, Sandshrew.
Unfortunately, this Sandshrew was not trained against water.
Bye, youngster.
All
Get
right.
back to training. Bug types, this one looks like.
Yes, it was a bug type.
Bug
Maybe a
catcher.
Beedrill.
Beedrill or a Butterfree maybe.
Because he said hatching for cocoons, so...
Oh, Beedrill. Don't want any of them two big stingers on its arms getting us.
Let's go for a horn attack.
Yeah, I feel like a normal type one will be better.
Well, I thought we've got horns. He's got like stingers. So we'll have a stinger versus horn showdown.
I think I always preferred Beedrill over Vespiquen anyway. I just think Beedrill looks better.
I'm sorry, like Vespiquen, I've never heard of this Pokemon. I'm in Pokemon Yellow world right now.
You'll see it later on if you've not already seen a Vespiquen.
Spoiler alert.
But what we are going to do on the channel later on is when we get up to the modern games, we're going to do like Nuzlocks as well, where we're going to literally beat the game using like just flying types, or like, you know, just add little handicaps to our playthroughs to make it difficult. But we're going to actually do them sort of things later on. And we're going to do some shiny hunting and various other things, so...
Unfortunately, West's shiny look is much better than mine, so...
When I'm hatching, when I'm breeding for Pokemon, yes. But when it comes to, you know, random encounters, etc., then East is definitely better. Has better luck that side of it.
Oh, let's go to talk to this guy first.
Another hiker. Whee!
See, the way that he looks always looks like he's like a bodybuilder, you know, just from the sprite itself. And obviously he gets to become a hiker.
Yeah. They always have the big tough, either tough rock Pokemon or fighting Pokemon. Or a combination of both.
Oh no.
Won't kill us, I don't think. Yeah. If it would have been similar level to us, then it definitely would have killed us. Yeah. He's Gyarados. That might not kill it, you know. Ah, fair enough.
Onyx is weak against water.
I know, but Water Gun isn't the most powerful of water moves.
I prefer Water Gun again, you know, compared to a lot of like water moves.
I prefer Surf or, you know, but
Yes, but Surf is a...
Hydro Pump, Hydro Cannon,
yeah, well, technically, Hydro Cannon's not in the game.
Bubble Beam, lower the speed at the same time.
Yes, but however, of the free moves that you can get, because obviously, like, Bubble Beam is only found in the TM at the moment.
To be fair, I don't know if Bubble Beam actually does lower speed. I know it's just Bubble that can lower the speed, but I'm just, you know, guessing.
No, but like, I've always liked Water Gun because it is one of the, well, better water moves. Obviously, you've got Surf and all that, but Surf is in this gen is a HM, so obviously you can't remove it anyways. And
It's me, excuse me.
no, you're not excused.
Oh.
I mean, I've always thought of like Water Gun as a better, because obviously like you've got like Vine Whip, which is one of the first grass moves that you can get from Bulbasaur. You've got Ember, but Water Gun just like knocks all of these other first like you know, starter like element moves out the park.
Easter's a big fan of Water Gun by the sounds of it.
Wow, starting from the first gen, I've always been more tending towards water type Pokemon. My first starter was Squirtle.
I always had a fancy to the ghost type Pokemon.
Yes, but you don't get many ghost type starters now, do you?
No, you actually don't. I mean, the first ghost starter technically that you get is a Rowlet, I think, in Sun and Moon era, when you evolve him to, Dartrix and then his final form. Because that's a ghost and grass type. So yeah, that's literally the first time you get a ghost starter, technically. But he's not my favourite ghost Pokemon. I've got a few favourites. Because, who doesn't like ghost Pokemon?
See, I feel like I like the older versions of Gengar compared to the newer versions.
See, Gengar is one of my favourite ghost Pokemon, but one of my worst ones was Dusknoir. I wasn't a big fan of Dusknoir. I felt like he wasn't very powerful either. He was really underpowered for what he was. I liked Trevenant and Pumpkaboo. It's quite a good one as well. Pumpkaboo is quite cute. You got different sizes as well. So you had a smaller pumpkin, and then you had, it went right up to an XL size. And then you got Gowergeist, who just looked crazy as well, but I did like Pumpkaboo.
Nothing beats a Dragon Ghost, does it?
Yeah, you had Dreepy, Dragon Ghost.
Your favourite, one of your favourites, I believe.
Yeah, he is one of my favourites. I think my favourite overall for me pseudos is definitely Dragonite. I know yours is Metagross.
Yes, I do prefer Metagross. Plus, I do tend towards liking steel type Pokemon.
Who would you say your favourite is? I mean, I know Metagross is your favourite pseudo, but who's your other sort of top steel type Pokemon?
That I would use.
You like that sword one, don't you? Is it Honedge and its evolutionary line?
Yes, I did. I didn't use it very much, granted, but it's not a bad one to use. Because obviously I do like the fact that he switches between a defensive and an offensive form.
I can't even remember the evolutionary line. I remember it was Honedge.
Don't ask me. I don't remember half the Pokemon's names nowadays.
But yeah, they were a good line. I wasn't too fond of the Clang and Clang line. Couple of gears.
Design-wise, could have been better, but in terms of power, I think it wasn't too bad.
I wasn't too fond of Duraludon either.
Wow, yeah, there was a lack of effort and imagination going into that Pokemon, unfortunately.
Even when they added a evolution to it later on, wasn't the best. The one that looked like a suspension bridge. Can't remember the name of it now. Yeah, you'll find that, I don't remember much. My brain doesn't work particularly well at remembering things. I try my best, but
Wait, you have a brain?
I don't know. Yes, I definitely have a brain. It's just not particularly the best at remembering things. Let's see what all these guys have to say in the Pokemon Center, shall we? That guy with the top hat there looks like he's waiting to give us something, don't you think? It's like, oh look, I'm waiting for the guy to come over to me. I want to give him something.
Not yet. Oh.
See, he did give us something, just some good advice.
Always love a bit of advice.
Plenty of grass-type Pokemon to be used.
She was just waiting for us to like walk past.
Jigglypuff! Look at those red eyes, they look very evil. Jigglypuff.
I like Jigglypuff, very cute.
Not as cute as our Pikachu though.
Definitely not.
Even Clefairy's fairly cute.
See, my issue with Clefairy is it always looks like it's like got bags underneath its eyes. It always looks so tired.
Aren't the Clefairies rumoured to have come from the moon? Because I know they worship the moon really badly, don't they? Because they have their I think it was in the anime, they had their festival when it was their full moon.
Yes.
Oh, Flash.
This is why you need Flash. See, I like the Generation 1 Flash because like the older generations, like they have it so it's just a circle around you, whereas this fills up the entire place.
Was it you who said you did one of the Pokemon games where you did actually go through a whole cave without Flash?
Yeah, it's like what I used to play Pokemon Red quite a lot, so that was my first version, and I played it that much that I could navigate the cave without using Flash.
That's dedication, that is.
Obviously, I've forgotten like the entire map now, so I can't really do it like I once did, but.
Pikachu time. So much better now we know it's Thunderbolt. Such a powerful move.
So, oh, should I have gone up there first? Oh, that doesn't look like anything goes that way anyways.
No, I didn't think there was.
It's a very big cave, I can remember that much.
I actually enjoyed the caves. I remember in Sword and Shield later on, the cave systems weren't the best. They were really like linear, easily find your way through them. Like these caves, they used to have, loads of other passageways that could lead to dead ends and stuff, and they were slightly bit more like labyrinths rather than the more modern games.
The older games, I believe, was slightly more challenging.
They definitely were in the cave systems. I mean, some of them later on, you've got like strength puzzles as well, and ice sliding floor puzzles.
I mean,
Whereas the newer ones, I don't remember any of them being in it.
I think, like, even just like getting to a gym leader like Sabrina, you had to go through like, you know.
It was sort of like a memory puzzle. You had to know which teleporters took you where, and remember which one took you to which.
Oh, I never remembered. I just like took a random gamble.
Yeah, you'd end up finding yourself back to the start of the gym. That was very annoying. But I enjoyed the slidey floor puzzles. They were my favourite.
The one where you can only step on it once, and if you step on it twice, it broke, and you fell down.
Oh, they were okay as well.
Yeah, because they did that, and then they did the ice version of that in the ice gyms.
But sometimes you used to have to use strength to push the rocks so that you could create stopping points on the ice as well. Yeah, because there was a few ice gyms in the later games, but you had them puzzles as soon as you went in there to get to the gym leader. Pretty nifty, really, them. Challenged your brain a bit more.
Looks like I'm going to have to like sort out my paralysis.
Oh, Bulbasaur.
I do like Bulbasaur.
I believe this is the first time we've met a Bulbasaur.
Yes, we've actually gone past where we were supposed to pick up a Bulbasaur actually. Oh, we'll go back.
I mean, on these playthroughs are more, we're just showing the layout of the towns mainly, and going from gym to gym and just showing you the general storyline. We're not an in-depth walkthrough guide. There are pretty decent ones already on YouTube showing you them. I mean, there are already, guides to this on YouTube, but, we're showing you our experience of playing the game and, talking about how we experience these games when we used to play them, so...
Oh, too many Pokemon. Said no one ever.
He loves it really, he does. He loves the constant Zubats. Pokemaniac. They always seem to have good rare Pokemon, these Pokemaniacs. Because that Charmander, he looks far better than the other two.
To be honest with you, like the animation sprites.
Oh, well done,
from
he
back
is.
here does look a lot better. Like Charmander looks a lot better than like that. A lot more like intimidating than in some of the later generations, I believe.
Yes, that's definitely true.
But it could just be the nostalgia, but I do feel like Charmander does look a lot more, like, a lot better.
Another Zubat.
Our favourite. Although having said that, Golbat actually isn't that bad, I just don't use Golbat.
I did like Crobat in the next generation. He was pretty good. One of the fastest Pokemon as well of the time. I believe the fastest one at the time was Weavile.
Yes, and back then it was very hard to get a Weavile because you could only get like so many because you needed a specific item to evolve. It
was the not Quick Claw, Razor Claw. That's the one.
Yes, I believe you only got one per game.
Yes, you did. You had one.
So back then, a lot of people were trading a lot of like legendary Pokemon for Weaviles because it was so hard to get a Weavile.
Yeah, because the Sneasel was 1% chance, I believe.
Sneasel wasn't the rare one. It was the fact that like the Razor Claw was rare.
trying to think where you got the Sneasel from.
Was it not inside the trees with the honey, or am I imagining?
No, I believe it was in one of the caves. I think it was in one of the like ice caves or somewhere like that.
Sounds about right. But I do remember that Sneasel wasn't that rare. It was only because the Razor Claw was rare that, you know. But if I remember correctly, they had a day and night system as well, and you can only evolve it at night.
Oh, I'm not sure about that one. I remember when you had Umbreon and Espeon in that generation, and they were, you know, time of day permitted evolutions. So you had your Espeon that evolved in the day, and then your Umbreon was night. Umbreon was my favourite of those two.
Yes, I tended towards Umbreon as well. Umbreon was my favourite up until Sylveon. Because you don't get that many like dark type Pokemon, good dark type Pokemon that is.
No, I mean Grimmsnarl was okay later on. I enjoyed Grimmsnarl. He's fairy type dueling.
Yeah, I wasn't too fond of Grimmsnarl. Just the fact that he didn't look visually pleasing to me. I mean, he is a strong Pokemon, just not visually pleasing to me. So I never really used him on my team. Trying to think of any other dark type Pokemon now. There was Houndoom, but he was fire dark.
You had Scrafty, was it? Was Scrafty dark type?
He was fighting dark, was he? But yeah, I never used Scrafty itself because I didn't like the way he looked, but he's actually really powerful, and I know he was very much used in competitive play.
You had a grass type one with a similar name. I think it was called Shiftry. The one that evolved from the...
Yes, but that's a ghost type Pokemon.
Shiftry, I thought it was dark grass.
No, ghost grass.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
No, to be fair, I'll probably find out that he's actually... No, I'm pretty sure he's ghost. I don't think he's dark type. But if you're going to go dark type, nothing beats Darkrai.
Yeah, Darkrai. Yeah, he's a mythical though, so he's, you know, that extra power.
And still shiny locked.
Still waiting for that shiny sprite.
Well, technically it is and isn't shiny locked because you can get a shiny version of it in Pokemon Go and then send it to your Pokemon home, and you can get but that's the only legitimate way of getting it shiny currently. There hasn't been any events so far that lets you have a shiny Darkrai. And as Wes can tell you, like when I go shiny hunting, I prefer not to do it via Pokemon Go.
Yeah, neither of us like Pokemon Go.
We did once upon a time, but like we just didn't like the ease of getting like shiny Pokemon on there.
It was really easy, but there wasn't much to do. Like with the mechanics wise of the game, there wasn't really much to do on there. It was very, very basic, and you know,
I mean,
after a while it did become, you know, like a tedious task just to collect things.
I mean, the adverts for it when it first like showcased was like very good, but they couldn't really bring it to life.
Yeah, that's true.
I was always slightly disappointed. You know, they had this massive thing where everyone went chasing after Mewtwo and battling it. I mean, it was something similar to that, but it felt a little bit different from what we were supposed to be getting.
I just felt like it gave you legendaries and mythicals too easily.
I mean, once you got to a certain level, you're pretty much guaranteed to get you know, legendary or mythical. Obviously, I had very much bad luck. I used every single ball and they all broke out, so... I didn't have too much fun on Pokemon Go. But I do remember spending hours and hours just going around everywhere, catching as many rare Pokemon as I can.
I enjoyed the Mystery Dungeon game. That was a pretty good game.
Oh, I did love that Mystery Dungeon.
The originals were better back on the DS, was it? Yeah, the DS.
Yes.
I played the kind of the remake that they put on the Switch.
Oh, you should have tried Pokemon Conquest. That wasn't too bad either.
I think I saw it. It looked pretty decent. Pokemon Ranger as well. That didn't look too bad.
Yes, it was the only known way back then of getting a. What was that legendary? That water one now called?
Manaphy.
Yeah, Manaphy. And
you had the egg, didn't you?
Yes, it was only one per cartridge, not one per game, one per cartridge.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to try and find an unopened cartridge version of Pokemon Ranger. And to officially get a shiny Manaphy, you had to send it over to the main game and hatch it, and if it doesn't hatch shiny, you then sent it to another game to try and hatch it, and it was very tedious and very few people had the patience to do so. So there are a handful of legitimate Manaphys, but that's the way to get a shiny Manaphy.
And we were one of those people that managed to get one. I mean, I didn't even know about that. Because I didn't play those games at that time.
Unfortunately, I did get Pokemon Ranger and I did get the Manaphy. I did actually hatch it before I found out about it, so I could never then rehatch it again shiny. But it did require you to soft reset or have multiple games. So it just depends on whether you've got the time and energy to actually hatch it. You know, wait till you unlock trading in the games, and then so that's a good half an hour per game to try and get a shiny Manaphy.
See, the East of that day wouldn't have had the patience, but the East today would have had the patience to do that. To be fair, back when I was younger, I didn't have patience to do shiny hunting. I just wanted to get the games done.
To be fair, I quite enjoyed Pokemon Ranger, with the stylus and the drawing the circle. You have to loop it a certain amount of times. It was pretty fun.
One of the only ones I didn't really like and take a fancy to was Snap, Pokemon Snap.
I never played it, but then again, I never had the console for it, so...
I just felt like, it was just literally just taking screenshots of Pokemon.
Some people liked that though, they liked the chill aspect of it, the photography.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's I wasn't saying it's a bad game. I mean, it just wasn't for me. I just liked the main core games of the Pokemon series.
I mean, I did play a few of the side series like Mystery Dungeon, Conquest, etc. So, but I did overall like them.
See, I wouldn't mind doing a playthrough of the Pokemon XD game again, the Gale of Darkness. And,
I've never played that, so I wouldn't mind giving that a go.
The Pokemon Arena game. Junior trainer.
This is a very big cave.
Yeah, I think once we get through this cave, we're going to take a break at the next Pokemon Center, I think.
Yeah, that's in Lavender Town. As you can see, like, Ears has been our, the primary, like, Pokemon we've been using.
See, once we get to Lavender Town, you'll see that it's one of the only towns in the game where there's no gym. But there is a big Pokemon tower there, Ghost Tower. So it is an interesting town. And I do like the eerie music that's played in the town as well.
Ooh.
Graveler there with his 4 arms. Quite menacing, isn't he, Graveler?
I still prefer the way he looks compared to the newer gens.
Yeah. I didn't like the Alolan version particularly much.
No, I didn't like it either. I mean, don't get me wrong, the design was okay, but it wasn't the best.
We still want Crystal Onyx though. That's what we want. You're listening to the Pokémon Company. We want a genuine Crystal Onyx. Please give us a Crystal Onyx.
Yes, I think every Pokemon fan's dream is to own a Crystal Onyx. Ever since seeing it on the anime, I've always wanted one.
Level 32.
I know. I think he is. Once we get to Lavender Town, I think it's time to evolve him.
Yeah, I agree. He's level 30 odd now, isn't he? So we did say around 36, but if it's a bit before 36 is fine.
Because I can't wait to have my OP Nidoking, my boy!
Because we're going to get Pidgeot around there as well, and probably Charizard soon enough as well, so it seems about the right time to evolve him. I mean, we won't get a Raichu because this Pikachu can't evolve. He refuses the evolutionary stone. Junior trainer wants to fight.
Always wants to fight me. While I am aiming to be the Pokemon Master, so... That's how you poison. Nah.
Yeah, East actually wants to get a Living Dex, shiny Living Dex, and he is currently working on it. He's making good progress.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm the sort of person that likes to catch the Pokemon by myself, or with friends. So I don't really accept random trades, because obviously I prefer it to be in my own terms, legitimate. There's many fakes and all that these days.
What he means by fakes is cloned Pokemon. Or just generally hacked versions.
Yeah, I mean, cloned ones aren't too bad, but obviously they're not unique in that way. However, if they're hacked, then that's a no-go. That's definitely, I wouldn't want to get banned for having hacked Pokemon, but sometimes you receive it in a mystery gift and you can't help it. You don't know if it's hacked or not. Generally speaking, I try not to accept random shinies because I don't know if they've been hacked or not.
Yeah, you always have to be careful. Usually, a good indicator of a hacked Pokemon is they'll have a website as the name of the Pokemon. Or you'll find that they know a move that they should never learn. Like, I don't know, a pure fire type knowing Hydro Pump, for instance. That's a good indicator.
However, if you ever see a Dragonite that knows extreme speed, I can now say it is possible to have a Dragonite know extreme speed. Because you can get a Dratini in Pokemon Black, I believe, that knows extreme speed. Once you've obviously evolved it and bred it, then it's the only way for it to know extreme speed.
Can you transfer that with an egg move, or when you breed it?
It's transferable across its bred evil kids, but yeah. But obviously you have to do it on Pokemon Black. The move doesn't since any versions after that, it doesn't know it. It won't learn it once it's hatched in the next generations, I believe. But I haven't tried that as of yet for myself, so it's something I'll have to try.
We are going to be playing all these versions, and you'll see these, as time goes on. We're going to play each generation, starting with Gen 1, of course, which we're currently playing now, Pokémon Yellow. We're going to do Crystal next, then it's going to be Emerald, and we're just going to go right up to the current generation. And hopefully we'll be up to the current generation by the time the next game releases for the Switch 2, which we're still, waiting for. Patiently, I like to use the word. We don't want them to rush the game, so we want them to take the time so that they produce a good game, because we find that sometimes with the Pokémon Company, they have to rush the games to get them out to the fans, because the fans are very impatient and they want the games fast, whereas I don't always think that's the right way to go. I think they need to just sometimes give it a bit of time and just, create something a bit better.
See, I don't mind if we wait a little bit longer. Pokemon Legends, that was a nice surprise when it came out, and oh my god, there was a bit of fan mix reaction. However, as a long-term fan, I've been playing since Pokemon Red, the original, and I can say I have definitely loved how Pokemon Legends was.
Yeah, I agree. I was the same. I absolutely enjoyed Pokemon Legends, and I'm looking forward to the next installment of that series, which is the Pokemon Legends ZA.
But at the same time, I'm also hoping that they will incorporate, that playstyle in future games. The overworld, you can throw Pokeball, and, I think it will free up Pokemon to a, greater heights.
And I believe the next Pokemon Legends game is going to be based in, is it the Unova region?
Can't remember.
Oh no, Kalos, because it's X and Y region. Because I believe it's it's set before the time of when Pokemon X and Y was. It was.
Yes, they were building the city,
Lumio City, yeah. So yeah, we're really excited for that game.
However, it is obviously a lot further. It's a lot closer than Legends was, because Legends was back a long way back. Before the Pokemon War, I believe. Which we've obviously heard of the Pokemon War, but we've never actually gotten much details about it.
It might have been similar time to when Legends Arceus was, because Legends Arceus was a different region. it was a time in
No, Luminous.
Sinnoh.
Luminous City is a much more recent Pokemon build than Legends was set in. Because I think.
Well, no, because they were building the main city in Sinnoh, weren't they?
Yes.
On Legends Arceus, whereas in Pokemon X and Y, Lumio City obviously exists, but they were building it in Legends ZA, similar to
but
Arceus.
I'm just saying, in a time frame, in like Legends Arceus, it's a much further timescale because obviously it's a smaller thing when they were just learning how to catch Pokemon and creating the Pokemon decks.
I mean, we might get more details of that later. You know, in the game, there'll be a background lore to it, sort of telling you how far back it actually was.
Because
we can sort of, you know, tie the games together, or you know, one might be further back than the other. Who knows? They might, you know, do similar things in Legends ZA as well, where you know you're writing up the Pokédex for that area, and you know.
Because I believe by the time they actually had, by the time they were building Lumio City, they were already quite friendly with the Pokemon, I believe.
I mean, it was similar to the Legends Arceus game, where they were using Pokemon for work in the fields. They were working together because they had was it Machoke's in the fields, helping to plough the fields and stuff and things like that. So we'll find out when it comes out anyway. But all this, you know, hyping up the game, you know, I really am hyping up the game, and I actually want the game to come out because I need a new Pokemon game to play. So,
don't we all?
But I'm happy as long as they keep creating the games. As long as they keep creating more games, I'll keep buying them.
But I also feel like the limitations of the games, they need to. I know like, you know, it's how a lot of Pokemon fans feel, but they need to like improve it more than they currently have. It's just getting a bit like copy and paste. There's no imagination in like the Pokemon games now. Like in reality, they're doing this, that, and other. They're just not changing up with the years.
I think some of that comes down to because they have to stick to this time frame of when they're releasing the games. Like they create, you know, the core game sort of every 3 years and thingy, whereas they need to not stick to this time frame and, you know, come away from that and actually, you know, just take the time it needs to make a good game. Whether it takes 5 years instead of 3 years, we'd prefer to wait 5 years and have a good game than, you know, a copy and paste game after 2 years or 3 years. But we do enjoy the remakes as well. Like BDSP was a really good remake. I mean, the Let's Go Pikachu wasn't a bad remake, but it was the fact that they used Pokemon Go mechanics in the game that threw me off the game a bit, because I used to enjoy battling the wild Pokemon, whereas on Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, you couldn't battle the wild Pokemon. You could only throw Pokeballs at them, whereas you could only battle the legendaries like the Freebirds and Mewtwo.
See, my issue with like Let's Go series was the fact that it was very difficult to make money, and then, you know, you'd waste a lot of Pokeballs trying to catch the Pokemon.
And all your money would only go on Pokeballs, basically.
Yeah, and it's just like, how are we supposed to make money unless you want to battle the Elite Four over and over again?
I mean, it's easier later on in the game because you can get the big gold nuggets at the start in Pewter by watching the woman's Pokemon. You could do that once a day. You could battle all the gym leaders once a day, and then battle the Elite Four. And you could make, you know, if you use the amulet coin, a good amount of money doing that. But at the start of the game, it was really tedious just trying to get money to buy Pokeballs to then, you know, for the Pokemon to keep breaking out of.
And we've made it.
Just listen to the music. Oh, it's fantastic music.
Spooky. Okay.
This is, you know, one of my favourite sort of soundtracks in the game. This town itself.
Oh, gotta love like Lavender Town.
I mean, I love the Pokemon League music as well. That was really good.
But we should be hearing that soon enough.
Well, yeah, we hope. Right, guys, we're going to take a bit of a break now. Thank you for joining us and listening to our, you know, chat about the past and potential future games and, you know, delving into all that. But yeah, I'm signing out now. West out.
East out.
Rap by the rich, drink from the social, feeling like the club, gonna be the best. Pushing all the barriers and playing for a game. Say Super Bowl and remember our names.